Okay. Well, hey, welcome to my video for the what sold on eBay for the first week of January uh, 2015 or 2016. And let's see, where do I start at? Well, not only I guess it's sort of I like to talk about my experiences in other things as well. So just want to mention that I did manage to hit 230 pounds this morning. So I thought I was almost going to be 229. That would have been great, but I'll take 229 or 220 or 230. So and we'll see what tomorrow holds. But right now I'm not sleeping. It's early in the morning, so usually when I do that, I don't lose anything when I don't sleep at night. So that's that. I've had a really great week since the last time that I talked to everybody. I believe I mentioned that I started riding my bike, which I haven't really done much, maybe 5 or 6 times in the last decade. So I did start riding my bike, and I managed to get in a couple of days where I actually got almost, well, just over 7 miles one day and almost 8 miles another day. And it was both times were just under an hour rides, and I'm really enjoying it. Boy, the hills are pretty tough though. I'll tell you, the hills are pretty tough. There's some hills that I'm taking my routes around those hills because I don't want to go into those hills. But yeah, so that's I'm feeling a lot better. I have a lot more energy. I have a lot more just desire to do stuff. You know what I mean? So I just feel a little more mental clarity. Enough to just help me to I don't know how to put it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just that's where I'm at so far with those. I actually had to go through my dresser drawers and take out all the pants that don't fit anymore, and the shirts. I absolutely swimming in my extra large shirts. I had to go to the Goodwill and actually thrift for clothes for me. And I went to the niche and I thrifted some clothes for me, and I had to get smaller clothes. I had to get some large shirts instead of extra large, and I'm actually down to I started at a 40-inch waist. I'm down to a 36-inch waist. I got quite a ways to go yet though, so um, but yeah, I had to clean out my drawers, and when I was all done, I didn't have any jeans left. All my jeans are gone. They're all too big. So I got to go find some Levi's hopefully. I don't like wearing like Wranglers. I like Levi's. Carhartts are all right, but you know, grew up in the '80s, so well, '70s and '80s, and Levi's were it. So anyway, first thing that I sold this week was this lot of rickrack and stuff. I just ran it at auction for $9.99, and of course that's what I got. For it was $9.99, but I got it at that church sale a while back, and it was in the $2 bag sale, or maybe it was a $3 bag sale. I don't remember for sure, but yeah. So so I got that, and yeah. So I was fine. I was fine to get $10 for that. I'm good to go on that. So all right, next is this New York Dolls. It's their self-titled debut album on a cassette from 1973. I guess these guys were I guess you would call them pre-punk maybe. They almost look kind of more like an '80s hair band, but with a little glam and and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I paid 50 cents for this tape, and I got it the same day I got those pink tapes. I think I mentioned those pink tapes before, but anyway, yeah, not pink as in the singer, but pink as in the color, pink tapes. Yeah. So um, and what I got that on. I listed that on the 17th, and I ran that at auction too. It sold on June 1st. It was May 17th that I started it, so I think it went twice. And then on June 1st, it sold. I got $14.95 with free shipping, so that's pretty good. And next is this square ceiling light. This did sell for $19.95. It sold on June 1st. I listed it on May 11th. However, it was just a little bit too big for the person, and they returned it. So, but they paid return shipping, um, and I did not have to refund them the initial shipping, just their initial purchase price. So I was happy with that, and I paid 35 cents for it, but it came back to me, so I relisted it, and I think I bumped the price up on it too. So uh, we'll see what happens with it. Next, it's a replacement part for this Sunbeam Oscar Jr. and this was for a lid. It was for that lid there you see in the bottom corner of the picture. I paid $2.99 for the whole thing, the whole thing. So I listed this on March 15th of this year, and I sold the lid on June 1st, and I got $11.95 free shipping. So next, it's this Toyota hat. It was I paid 50 cents for this hat, listed it on May 8th, and I sold it on June 2nd. But I only got $4.60 plus shipping for it. So I didn't exactly make very much on it, but I made somebody happy, and and it's gone, so I can move on to something else anyway. So yep, there it is, Toyota. And then there's this Scrabble game. This was I paid 99 cents for this. I do not remember when I listed it, and I sold it on June 2nd, and I got $17 plus shipping. So it was complete. It was nice. It had a little. Maybe you can see the inside of it or not. Let's see if the picture works out for you. Yeah, there you go. It's a little like kind of a velvety type bag and everything. It was a nice set. So took a little bit to sell, but sold it. 17 bucks plus shipping. So next. And this was it Aragorn? Is that his name? He came out of the Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit game. And let's see, I sold him for, let's see, I paid $1 for the game, and I've already sold other ones from the game. So I must have missed I did miss one. How did I do that? It didn't come up, did it? Nope, it's not there. Crud. I wanted to show you that. Alright, I just have to tell you about it. I listed this on March 1st this year, and I sold it on June 3rd, and I got $6.99 free shipping for him. So I'm making money on this. The price is done. So anyway, y'all remember that Heroscape that I showed you that I got that church sale for a quarter? Well, when I got to looking them up, they didn't really weren't doing that good as far as the games go. Maybe it was just that one or something, but the box was pretty beat up, and some of the pieces were pretty beat up. So I parted it out, and I sold what was it? I sold the tiles. There was a bunch of tiles in there, and if you can see you can see it in my canceled listings. If you're not canceled, but closed listings. If you want to, my sold listings. If you want to check my store and check the solds. And you can see what that was. But anyway, yeah, I paid a quarter for that game, and I listed it on May 26th and sold that on June 3rd for $24.95, and it was. I don't think it was free shipping. I don't remember for sure though. but I don't think I have free shipping on it. Next. And this is just an Echo garlic press I picked up for, I think, let's see, I picked it up for $1, basically 99 cents I got it for. And I listed it on April 9th, sold it on June 3rd, and I got $6 with free shipping. So I didn't make a whole lot on it, but you know, just one of those things. Probably am not going to, well, definitely not going to mess around with those, I don't think. If I do get them, I'm going to put them in a lot, try to sell them for more. So anyway, next. And you may have seen these. I got these at Walmart for $2 a bag, and I've been actually sold quite a few of them, and then it kind of died off. Probably somebody's undercutting me, so I'll just wait until they sell out. But yeah, I paid $2 a bag for these, and I sold a bunch of them there. So I made all my money back on basically everything I bought that day at Walmart. But let's see. And I missed them bowls too, doggone it. Alright, so there's other things here that didn't apparently show up in my, yeah, they didn't show up when I went to, well, that's a bummer. Okay, anyway, this Pool and Pro replacement weed eater spool, paid $2. I listed it on June 4th, and I sold it on June 4th, and I got $10.99 free shipping. So that one sold. And I also had, that I got last year sometime, was some Dansk Carib or Caribe or Aruba bowls. Very bright, colorful orange and red bowls. There was 2 of them, and they sold. I don't remember what I paid, but I almost guarantee it was like 79 cents each. And I sold them on June 3rd, and I got $16 for them on Bonanza. That's why it didn't come up, because I sold them on Bonanza. Okay, that's why I didn't have the list. Ah, that makes, okay. Alright, I feel better about that now. Next are these 2 Carlson Nilsson knives. I listed these, let's see, I paid 50 cents for the pair. I listed these on May 11th last year, 2015. So they've been listed for quite a while, and they sold on June 4th this year. I got $18 plus shipping on them, so I was very happy with that. They do not seem like a they don't seem to me like a high quality knife. However, they were made in Sweden, and I think they said high carbon, but they're very clean. They're not darkened at all, and they're not stiff. So I'm not sure, and they're not even. I don't think they were even full time. So I think they only had partial time, which is why there's only 2 rivets in the handles. So I must have looked them up before I bought them and saw that they were selling, but it took a year to sell them. So next is this Harry Potter game, not game. It's a puzzle, and we did put it together. So you know, that was the fun part. We put it together, and I listed it. Let's see, I paid $1 for it at Goodwill, and I listed it on August 20th last year, and I sold it. I've sold it twice, and it didn't get paid. I sold it on with best offers, and it didn't get paid. So sold this time on June 4th, and it did get paid, and I did get $49.99 plus shipping. So I know it took a long time to sell. The reason being, when I listed this for $49.99 plus shipping, it was because someone else had sold it for $49.99 plus shipping, and other people have come along since then and listed it and come in at a much lower prices because they don't believe it will sell for $49.99, and it did. So done. Next, I wonder if it's ever sold for more than that. I don't know. Somebody with WorthPoint can look and let me know, and I'll probably never find it again. So Alright, this is a Nerf gun. It's a Nerf and Strike Elite Orange Demolisher 2-in-1 Dart Gun Blaster. And I sold this before for $9.99 and the buyer did not pay. So I relisted it. Let's see, I paid $1 for it and I listed it on April 25th and it sold this time uh, on the 5th of June and I got $15.45 plus shipping. I started it at $14.95 and we got 2 bids, so that was pretty cool. So, alright, next. And this is just one of those glass lids that I've spoken about so many times before. I paid about a quarter, listed them last year in October, and I just keep adding to them when I find them. This sold on June 5th. I actually sold 2 of them at full price for $11.98 plus shipping. So, good deal for me. Next. And I put this up, it's just replacement parts only, and I sold one of the blades. One of the blades sold on it, so that's done. I originally paid $2.99. I've made $32.17 so far on this, at least. Yeah, I made $32.17 so far on this. I sold, I think, all 3 of the blades. So I don't think there is. I don't think I have another blade, so we'll see how the rest goes. But I paid $2.99. I listed it on May 12th this year and sold this piece on June 5th. Like I said, I got $11.49. So for the one of these blades. So that was $32 altogether. Sweet. Next. These 10 power cords, these used to sell really well, so I was saving them, but I kept saving them in different places, and I never managed to get a lot together. And by the time I get a lot together, they're selling brand new ones for really cheap. So I just listed it. I don't really know what I paid. There's probably not much. I got them at clean outs and loaded them up, or when Mitch would have a bag sale, I would go through and just stick whatever I could find in that stuff in the bag, and so a lot of it I would just scrap. But and maybe well I'm kind of giving up scrapping. So right now anyway, prices are just not good enough for me. So I listed these on April 6th and I sold this year, and I sold them on June 5th this year, and I got $7 plus shipping. So wasn't my intention when I originally started collecting those. Next, and this is just a Florentine. It was pretty rough, and so you can get a lot better prices for these, but this one was pretty rough. I don't know if you can see. Here's a picture of the rim if it comes up. Anyway, there we go. You can see how it's got some damage right here, some scratches. See if this one's in. Yeah, there's more damage and scratches. And there's scratches on the main part of the plate there. So yeah, what I get for that? A fire ends tray, a Florentine fire ends, whatever, something like that. And I paid like 10 cents for it. So I picked it up I got it at a bag sale at Niche, so I paid like 10 cents for it. I listed it October 11th last year, and I sold it June 5th this year for $10 plus shipping. So I'm fine with that. 10 cents to $10. It is what it is. So next, bills are still paid. So next, and I get to ride my bike when I want to, and I get to do a lot of cool things. I get to go play with the chickens, and I saved a little dove the other day from getting eaten by the chickens. I felt pretty good about that, and that stuff. So, all right. And next, you probably remember the video. If you've watched my other stuff, you probably remember the haul video where I picked up three of these Sight and Sound storybooks at the niche. They were in the free boxes because they didn't work. So I brought them home, and I got some batteries. You can buy them real cheap on eBay and Amazon. You can get real cheap batteries and lots of stuff. So there was one with a Beauty and the Beast, and that one, there was two actual Beauty and the Beast. One didn't work, and this one did work, and the other Beauty and the Beast one worked, and I sold that one a while back. But this one is this is a Billy Goats 3. I don't have it on my list. Doggone it. I see I should have done that. Chafing dish. Didn't get there. Protester power cords, fires. Yep, it's not on here. So, I did get $8. There was two bids on it. I've been running this at auction for, well, ever since I listed them other ones. I just kept running the auction and running the auction and running the auction. So, I think I started this actually at $4.99. I think I actually started it. So, it wasn't as popular as the other ones were. So, I wasn't sure if it would even sell. So, but it did. So, and it was cool. Let's see. Next. Pretty piss poor job this time through, Dave. Pretty weak. It's a Coppercraft chafing dish. I don't know what possessed me to buy this. I have no idea. I just saw the copper and I just grabbed it, and it was $5 at Goodwill. As you can see, I got $9.99 for it. So plus shipping. So, and then you get your discount on your shipping. So maybe I made a couple bucks on it. I never buy these. What possessed me to buy it? I don't have any clue. But anyway, so I listed it on April 20th. This year it sold it on June 6th. So it's out of here. Next. That in itself is an incredible thing. I got these last year, a bunch of these bears I picked up. And isn't it amazing that oh, those are screwed up. That's why. Okay. Well, that's weird. Okay. Alright, cool. I actually paid $25 for this one. I bought 4 of them at the niche, and this one was I paid $65 altogether, I think, for all 4. This was $25. I listed this on November 16th last year, and it sold finally on June 7th. And the cool part about this is it actually has a little carriage, which I didn't apparently get a picture of, with twins in it. It was really, oh, there's the carriage. Yeah, see it? Little carriage. And there's little pillows in there, and it's just cute. Little, the little bears got little rattles and stuff. But yeah, so somebody offered me $59.99 for it, and I took it. It was $59.99 plus shipping, so I took it. So that almost paid for all the bears. So I was thrilled with that. And I still had 3 bears, and then the next day, same buyer came in and bought this one, and they offered me $49.99, and I sold it for $49.99 plus shipping. So this was Papa Bear. I paid $10 for him. Sold him on November 16th. I mean, I listed him on November 16th last year, and sold him for, no, I already told you I sold him for $49.99. So, no, I sold him on June 7th. So, okay, next. And this is another one of the canning jars, canning jar lids. Let's see, this one sold on the 7th, and I got $5.99 plus shipping for this one. It's just the one this time. So, all right, next. This was just for fun. I bought I bought a box, a storage box of the that had a bunch of these in it. Actually, I didn't buy it. Actually, if I come to think about it, I got it. Didn't I get it? I think I got it. Or no, I did. I bought. It can't. It was in a bag sale at Niche. That's where I got it. It was the little storage cases that those things came, that these came in, and there was a bunch of other ones, a bunch of other software. It was in one of my haul videos. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I had down here that I paid a quarter for it. I sold it for $5 plus shipping. So, uh, it's just an old, it's just an old 3.5-inch floppy LAN card. So, I thought that was pretty neat. I just picked up a whole box full of this stuff. Whole big, probably that long. Let's see if I can get it probably that high, about that thick box full of old stuff. There's some the old floppies, the old actual floppies from there and stuff too. So they were free. Uh, they were sitting in free stuff at Niche, and I grabbed them. Let's see. Okay, so next, did I say it? Yeah, I got $5 for it. Sold it on the 7th of June. Listed it on March 25th. Yep. Okay, next. And it's another one of these Poolin Pro replacement spools. I actually sold 2 of them, so it was $4 that I paid for them. And I listed on June 4th. I sold on June 7th, and I got $21.98. So that's almost $33 on them so far that I sold. So good deal. Well, there's that. Okay, yeah, that that storybook I was talking about. That actually, um, I listed that on April 20th. It was in here. It was down at the bottom for some reason. So, all right. Well, that was it then. That was the last thing I had on here. So, um, oh, my total for the first week of June for sales was $428.22 on eBay, and that $16 sale on Bonanza. So yeah, that was that. And I sold stuff on Amazon. I had some. What did I sell on Amazon? It was decent. I forget. It was decent. I don't have a lot on Amazon, so I don't. I mean, I only if I make $100 or $200 every couple of weeks, that's about right. I don't really have that much on there, so a lot of times I find that I get better prices for stuff on eBay. So since I have the room to keep it here, I just keep it here. And some of it I do send a lot of stuff in too. I have sent a lot of stuff in, but like I said, I don't like the way people tend to view Amazon as a rental center. So, all right, that's it. I'm done. I think I'm gonna try to go to bed rather than try to stay up and list. So, y'all have a good night and keep listing. Okay, bye.